The NBA just does not have an answer for what Nikola Jokic can do anytime down the floor. I mean, right here we get what we call an inverted pick and roll, where our big man, Nikola Jokic, has the ball. He's getting screened from Jamal Murray. As we roll to the basket, all we want to do is see how this defense is going to play. Are they going to switch it? Are they going to double team initially? What are they going to do? So off this screen, we're initially going to take the big man into the paint. If they double, we got an open lane for Jamal Murray. They decide to switch it. Now, when we get this switch, we see Grayson Allen, or I guess you say Nikola Jokic doesn't see Grayson Allen because he's just too big, right? He's too big. He gets the post up. Now, at this point, you usually see a double team from somewhere, either strong side corner, weak side, low post. You see some sort of double team, but Nikola Jokic just dominates it. You get 1, 2, 3, basically 4 guys. The entire defense is basically in the paint right now, and nobody can stop him. Right? So when you can initiate that switch onto Grayson Allen, it's pretty much just over for you. Right? And right here, that's what Jokic does. He takes advantage, scores it anyway. So we're going to break down a ton of film from this game. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit the like button, but most importantly, if you can, hype the video. Helps out so much in terms of getting the video out to more Nuggets fans around the world. And we will be continuing to post these Nikola Jokic videos throughout the entirety of the year. So join the family. Let's go. Alright, so another really good play. Jamal Murray starts with the ball this time. We set this screen this way. Now, the defender kind of overcommitted or is a little bit premature in terms of getting over the screen. So instead of using it, right, the big gets this way. This guy was overcommitted to getting over the screen. Jamal Murray does a thing where you don't use the screen. You just go the other way because no one else is there. Notice how we're setting up that double drag. We have 2 guys in the weak side corner. So this side, the floor is completely wide open. Now, what this is able to do is create that double team. We have leverage on our defender. So now Jokic's defender has to rotate over. He's got to guard that strong side because no one else is there. So you create that double team. Boom, you even get some low post rotation from the defense. A triple team, you could say, on Jamal Murray. We're going to kick this thing out late to our guy. And as we drive in, Jokic does a really good job sitting in the open space of this defense. And ultimately, they are able to find him a wide open 3 opportunity, pretty much 0 contest, and he drains it. So great job by Jokic staying patient and just waiting for the ball to find him. I mean, if you create that initial double team, boom, they're stuck in a blender, they're stuck in rotation, and eventually the offense, if you got good enough players, it will find the open man, and right here it does perfectly. Okay, again, just unfair, the things that he does. First of all, we get this mismatch. We're going to run a little bit of a DHO action. So what we're doing, right, Royce O'Neal, not the biggest defender in the world, but we know Devin Booker is less physical and probably just not as good physically. So we're going to come over, set up this DHOs. We hand the ball off to Cam Johnson. We want to set the screen here and try to roll immediately to the basket to force the switch onto Devin Booker. That's the goal here. So boom, we set the screen. Now we get positioning on Devin Booker. We're going to get this thing over the top a little bit. He tries to flop. We get it to him. Now you create that low post rotation from the big. You create that double team. But watch how Jokic is able to handle this thing, right? We got a tie game. He draws some body contact here. Fadeaway floater off the glass. One leg and gets it to go. I mean, man. You look at that, it is demoralizing. It is absolutely demoralizing when you play defense like that, force a really tough fadeaway one-legged floater off the window, and he still gets it to go. That is, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Really quickly, guys, before we dive any further, make sure you do me a big-time favor. Like I said, hit the like button, but subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so yet. It is free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Nikola Jokic-led Denver Nuggets throughout the entirety of the year. Offense, defense, individual player breakdowns, whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered. My main channel, the NFL channel, is doing pretty well, so it's tough for me to post so many NBA videos, but I'm going to get into it very, very soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all these videos coming out. Turn on your post notifications. Let's keep going. All right, right here we get a really well done flare screen. What that means is, did not mean to do that. Flare screen is essentially when you are setting a screen for someone who is moving away from the basket. Now, normally the way you would play this as a defense is you would switch it. So, boom, once you set this screen, this guy would just switch, and then 11, right, would switch out to Nikola Jokic. But in their mind, this is a little bit It doesn't happen right away, right? You see him just be so non-committed to switching on to Nikola Jokic. Now, what that does is gives you a couple of things. One, separation, but two, the ability to manipulate your defender. As we catch the ball, we're going to jab that foot into the ground, which ultimately is going to freeze our defender, maybe like 4 feet away from Nikola Jokic. And now we just have range and space to just pull up the shot if we want to, right? And that's kind of what Nikola Jokic does. He puts it up, you get a low contests, right? Not even off the ground until the ball is already out, and he drains another big-time three. And at this point in the game, it felt like it was over. Good flare screen, and then a great shot off poor switching. The NBA season is in full swing, which means we all have a chance to over 1,000x our money during this year's NBA season. Now, before I get into my picks for tonight, I do want to show you a big offer that they're giving right now. If you use my promo code DUBS, they're going to give you a 100% match up to $100, which means if you put in 100, they're going to give you 100 to use on the sleeper app. If you put in 50, they're going to give you 50, right? It is an absolute cheat code. But what I am putting in for tonight is Giannis over 30 points. They're taking on Cleveland. He usually has really good games versus Cleveland. I think he is going to have a big night tonight. Probably will get to the free throw line a ton. I also like Evan Mobley to have a little bit more assists because they have Giannis guarding him majority of the time. He likes to kick out, draw double teams in certain areas of the floor. And I think he's going to have a lot of assist opportunities. We also can look at Khalil Ware versus the Knicks. I think he's going to have 10 or more points in this game. And this is 20 to win 70. You guys can obviously put more, put less, whatever you guys want. And again, use promo code DUBS. You'll get a $100 match deposit on your first deposit, depending on how much you put in. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Currently operational in over 25 states, so check out Sleeper today. Okay, another insane play by Mr. Nikola Jokic. We're going to come up. We're going to set this screen. The defense, guess what they're doing? Right? They are ball watching. Look at Devin Booker. He is staring at Nikola Jokic. From there, we just get this backside cut. The amount of attention you can draw just by having a guy like Nikola Jokic on your team is insane. I mean, he's not even looking at the guy he's supposed to be guarding, and we just get this backdoor wide open. All the action is doing is setting this high inverted screen for your big man, but again, it draws the attention away from their guys, and boom, you get a quick pass. Devin Booker's like, oh, I think that's my guy, and they get a wide open bucket out of it. Again, just having Nikola Jokic with the ball in his hands is such a threat to just wipe out the IQ of a defense. Okay, another genius play. We're going to set this screen. Because we have leverage already to the backside, we're going to immediately roll to the basket. Immediately, okay? This is in transition, by the way, okay? In transition, we got a guy in the corner over here. The plan of this play is to generate the switch. We know they want to switch or at least try to switch everything. So if this guy steps up on Jokic off the screen, we're going to have leverage to the basket, which is ultimately going to move this guy back down. Because again, we have leverage here. Let's watch this play out a little bit. Set the screen, immediately roll. Okay, see the leverage there? This guy, 21, is forced to bite down, or you're going to get a wide open layup if the pass is right, and we know Nikola Jokic can pass that ball. So you create that rotation, but more importantly, you look at it. The reason we look at it is to make sure this guy moves over, and that's what he does. But what they don't understand is Nikola Jokic has a great sense of court mapping ability. He knows where, when, if, how, everything is happening. He knows where his guys are going to be, essentially, right? So, boom, he kicks it, and now we get a wide open three, or at the very least, you create rotation. Tim Hardaway says, yeah, I'm going to shoot the ball, and he does get it to go. Great job by Jokic. All right, last play will break down. Just brilliance, man. It is unbelievable what this guy gets away with. Not gets away with, but just does. It's insane. High pick and roll. Hate myself for that. We're going to create the double team. Boom. As we come off this thing, he rotates. We're going to get a pocket pass between the front foot here. We can bounce pass it through, or if they tighten up that pocket, we can just overhead pass to Nikola Jokic. But again, because we're creating this double team on Jamal Murray, what ends up happening is we do have to overhead pass this, but we create rotation from the defense. So what does Nikola Jokic do? We know we've got a 3-on-2 opportunity here. He knows if he looks here, he can find here. Right? If he looks here, he can find the corner. Either which way, we have something that is going to be open. We know one guy's going to rotate to us. So as we rotate, he's going to look over the corner. He's going to move Dylan Brooks over here, and we're going to find a wide open option underneath the basket. You just don't see it too often. Easy layup. Beautiful job. We're going to end the video here. If you guys want a part 2, let me know in the comments. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Turn on your post notifications. That way you're notified. And hype the video. Appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.